Welcome to today's video. Today's video of the canal here in Strabane, and this canal used to be in the heart of the town. Used to carry merchant goods and things to get there for trading. And unfortunately it's all sealed off now. There's roads here now and parking space, so obviously the canal doesn't work anymore. It's all grown over now, so it is. So I'll explain to you a wee bit more behind it when we walk up here, but that's all for now. It also have buildings up here as well if you're interested in that. A wee sign here. And there's emergency through lines on either side of the path, just in case you need to throw one in case somebody's on it. I'll show you what it looks like. So that's the emergency through line looks like. There's a little information plaque up here and we'll go up to read it now. So just going to show you some pictures here. So a group of workers standing inside the premises of the canal basing Strabane in 1920. So the oldest boat on the canal was carved back to 250 AD. They used to make boats out of logs, carved out logs. The official date of the canal's opening was the 21st of March 1796. The construction began 1792, and the agreement with that for the of it being on construction in November of 1791. You see there's a view there behind me. There's some benches up here as well. So there were 70 workers who worked in this canal from the dates of March 1792 to 1796. They all worked in this canal. And there's two locks here. Crampsey's lock, which is 117 foot long and it is 24 foot wide, and Divine's lock up a direction was 107 foot long and it was 24 foot wide. And the canal was used to transport goods such as flax, eggs, iron, timber, coal into the town centre, and we'll show you that later on. Essentially linked dairy to Strabane, because oil is that direction, and then this inlet takes you all the way up to Strabane, where we used to anyway. And see, the Marquess of Abercorn dedicated £660 to actually put forth mushroom work, or put forth money for this work to be actually done for the canal. And on top of that, the Irish government, they asked the Irish government could they chip in, and they chipped in £3,318. The total amount that the canal cost to create was around £9,593 and 16 shillings and 11 pence. So that's ultimately it, really. You see, try to get a good angle there. So as you can see, there's benches up this direction here as well, and now it's a nature reserve. And the canal closed. It was fearing extinction in the 1920s whenever the GNR was in operation, the steam trains and the coal trains. So the canal closed in 1932 for commercial boats, and the canal in Strabane, that's where it was all filled in. It ceased operation, the canal, in 1962. So that's ultimately it, really. That's the story behind the canal. Some nice scenery here as well. That's about it. It's all overgrown here, as you can see. There's some nice few fields over here. It's all flatland, which is easy for cycling. And this path is for cyclists, runners, people walking the dogs and all. if you're lucky up this direction, you actually see a grey heron fishing in the waters. Unfortunately, I don't see one today. But usually whenever you spot them, they start flying away because they spot you first. So that's ultimately the view there behind me. And this leads all the way up the wee sitting area. Unfortunately, it's not sheltered. There's just like a bit in front and one to the left hand side, like 2 timber walls and the slot college, so you can actually have a view out of the River Foyle. But it leads up to the dairy. See bird over there. Not sure if you can see it, it's away now. There's a wee hut up here as well, as you can see. I've heard rumours that there's meant to be a coffee shop up here, you know, for just sitting about and on a warm day like and have a cup of coffee. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I've heard a rumour about that. But if it was true, it never happened. So we've got a house over there as well. I'm not sure what that house is. Actually, I must go investigate someday. I think this is called ragwort. This here bunch of vegetation here. There's some fields over there. Whenever I come back and we take our path over there, I'll show you what that looks like. So show you what the wee house looks like now. As you can see, we have the house. I'm not sure if it's used for storage or whatever it's used for. That's ultimately it. See some of the graffiti. There's people inscribing their names up here, I believe their mark. Over that direction is Lifford, Donegal. There's the sitting area there in case you need to sit down. And the house is over there. There'll be throw lines there as well. As you can see, there's a lot of throw lines here, which is a good thing, because there's quite a stretch of path this, so the more the merrier. So as you can tell, I'm doing some videos around my hometown as of late, because there is a lot of interesting history behind this town. I want to showcase that in my videos. So on that there, I'm not too sure what the next video is going to be, but perhaps somewhere nearby the town, somewhere around the town. Because already the President Wilson's house, the new walkway, and some history around the town too. There's a wee bridge up there that leads you this path over here. Leads you back like Car Park. And then there's a gate up here for the canal as well. Show you what that looks like. Just quick explore the bridge here. So this leads you the path over here, as I was saying. Up there. Leads you up the River Foyle. This direction. Down this way. Leads you in the Strabane. The informational plaque here as well, if you see us. Pause the video if you like. Also, you have a little bit of history behind the name of the Foyle, the name of the river. Now, my Irish pronunciation is going to suck, but bear with me. The Foyle was reputedly derived its name from Feval, which is reported as having drowned in these waters. Feval was the son of Lordran, the legendary Danan, people of the goddess Dana. That's the story behind that. Feel free to comment down below the Irish pronunciation, but I don't know Irish that well. Very interesting wildlife here. Because the Foyle inhabitants have been impacted by the human activities, a number of animal and plant species found within the catchment are now considered important and need of protection. Several of the fish species that live or travel through the slower flowing stretch of river are under threat of extinction in mainly mainland European rivers. The endangered species include Atlantic salmon and both the river and the sea lamprey. The elusive otter, a mammal that is known to inhabit the area and is thus under threat on the European scale. In 2003, because of the importance of the animal species, it was mentioned that a number of the threatened plant species, the River Foyle and its tributary, I don't know how to pronounce that word, board is designated as areas of special scientific interest, and subsequently a large special area of conservation under the EU Habitats Directive. As we say here about otters, show you what the wee image looks like. Unfortunately, some birds. See, otters. The Foley catchment contains a healthy population of otters. These semi-aquatic mammals are members of the weasel family. Which also indicates stoats and pine martens. Over the last 40 years, otter populations have declined in many European countries. However, Ireland's population has, in comparison, remained relatively stable. I'll just show you the one last image of it. Just come back to this word here, tributaries, which is a river that flows into a large river or a lake. That's what that means. You have the map of all the rivers and lakes. See. So we're currently here. We're forward out this direction. That's the area up here. And Murdoch would have got the water supply for creating this here canal. So Kate up here. Just up in this direction here. I think that's up in Glenmorn here. And what's currently known as the Mourne River runs through Strabane, down through St. Mulls. Your quality's not that good for it. This here bridge here leads to nowhere. Let me see this here. Well, first up you have the gates here. It's locked there, you see the lock up there? The emojis here as well. You have the drains here, you got more right. I think this is to stop the area from coming in. So let the water out, stop the debris from coming in. Moving on. Oh, by the way, that's some of the debris I was talking about. And over there is the hut I was telling you about previously. So this here bridge leads to nowhere. Let me see this here. So go this way. Careful, this here path is sloppy, so it is. So yeah, this path that goes here over this bridge. That's closed off. So here's the gate that's telling you about, leads to nowhere. So it's closed off. I think this is actually private land, so you can't go on it. If you know about this, put the comments down below. I don't think it'd be acceptable to walk on this here path. So I'm not too sure if you're allowed on it or not. So I'll just show you what it looks like here. You got the view of the mountains over there. Up here as well. You got the clouds up there. So I'm going to head up now to the wee hut I was saying about, or the wee sitting area. So this here is the bridge to nowhere. There's one more plaque here. So currently here in Crampton's Lock, I was telling you about the townland of Ballydonaghy. Strabane Canal was opened in 1796 to allow schooners and flat-bottom barges, lighters, to access the busy market town of Strabane, while avoiding shallow parts of the river. Its construction had been commissioned by Marquess of Abercorn. I've seen it spelled two different ways. So let's see. Of Abercorn was built under the supervision of John Whaley of Coleraine. Competition from the whaleys from the mid-19th century led to the decline of the canal, and last commercial boats travelled in it in 1932. It was officially closed in 1962. There's a review of it there. The canal is no longer navigable due to the shallowness, but as a result, the canal has now a wide range of aquatic plants. These plants create the perfect habitat for dragonflies, otters, and several species of fish. The towpath runs 1.4 kilometres from here to Devine's Lock, the townland of Greenlaw Road, whereas there's a small car park. From there you can access the village of Balmagory with shops and the food outlets, and Strabane is just 4 kilometres to the south. If you go in the Strabane to Balmagory, you go up to the dairy direction. The lockkeeper's duties include passing the lighters through the locks, clearing weeds, and maintaining the water levels. Crampton's Lock, the lockkeeper's college, circa 1980. This is some of the examples of wildlife you can see. The whooper swan. You see the otter here. Reed mace. Water forget-me-not. A yellow water lily. That's some of the examples of some of the wildlife you can see here. And then here's the map. So the car park's down here. You also cycle it from Strabane out to here as well. And then we walked all the way from here. Now we're way up here. That's the bridge of nowhere. And then yeah, we sitting area there. We moved on. We slip path here on the canal. So here's a bird watching area here. This was actually a wee shelter on top of it in case it rains, because Ireland's very fond of the rain now. So we sit in the area here, as you can see. So you can go sit down here. So that's just the view there when you sit down here. County Donegal is across the water. And up that way is Derry. I didn't know we could actually walk up that path because usually clouds in there, but there's no clouds in there today. So I might take that path all the way up. See what there's up there. There's a wee there's the rails over there, as you can see. So ultimately here's the wee bird hut. As you can see. But this was actually, as I was saying, like a wee shelter above in case it rains, because people can take shelter and let the rain pass. So there's conjoined benches here in the L shape and a 90-degree angle, and then there's 2 washing areas. That's about it. And then partly the reason why the gate was closed up that direction is because there's a lot of debris that flows through here. So it comes from the River Foyle, and then some of the debris washes up here. Unfortunately, some animals wash up here as well, the remains of them. So there's some dead trees over there, and that's about it really. And even though it's April, there hasn't been much vegetation growth on the trees. There's no leaves. Yeah, got me. See what that is. It's sort of like a car exhaust pipe. I was looking at it. Or who knows what it is. I'm gonna climb this here now. Look at the style of that. Right, that's no other jokes. I'm these here now, and that's common in Ireland, how to get access in the fields. It's having to be stills like this here. It's just over now. Very muddy here. So walk up the path now and get a wee view of the river. So ultimately here's some greenery here. The river's out there. Obviously you have a see very sloppy here. But as I was saying there, although you have a wee view of it now, I'll show you about it. It's railings there. Class, looks like a painting. So ultimately that's about that. No sun today, it's just behind the clouds. There's no rain, which is good. So I think it's kind of well here. It's not too wet, it's not too sunny. It's right in between. So it's good for walking and driving, so it is. But I do reckon it's going to be rain later on. So ultimately, just going to help us with direction up here. Looks like there's a couple here. I see birds fighting. Look, a free pallet. Over here is Knockavo. I was actually up there, I was climbing up there. Tough going, so it was. But I put a link to up here, so you see for yourself. So all this here path is straight for all the people with breathing problems as well. So it's good for walking. To see. House over there. I'm not sure if it's a band or nothing. We fly in my arm. There's one here as well. Curious to see what this here is over here. So let's have a wee look here. Seems to be the hole on the side of it, or an entry point. So you just have to wait and see what's it's all about. So I'm going to show you this here looks like now. I'll say could be a wee sit there maybe. Let me see. It is. How we sit down. For God's sake. Still a shape of them here now. Well, teach me where bits from their excursions, I guess. So that's all about that really. See, there's an interesting graffiti up here. Nah, nothing interesting. Just the usual stuff. So never knew it was actually sitting there right here. Not my breast leg, not our leg, because that's shoes that's crossing. So ultimately, Donegal is over there. There's like I think there's a wee farm over there. Not sure you can see it over here. It's actually here in the video. So one thing I had before is that see when you're recording, you can flip it to selfie mode and you can flip it the other way as well. So that's why I think about having the phone when recording. I had a camera, but it was too shaky. You couldn't. It's trying to be awkward if you turn around like that there to film yourself. So I just stuck with the phone. But the camera was nice for wildlife and stuff like that. There for filming birds, like you know, got a few videos of robins and all that sort of stuff. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I just thought I'd do something more stuff around the town because it seemed to be getting a lot of attention, and a lot of people seem to like my vlogs. And just hopefully do more about this. I don't know what the future of the channel is going to be like. I'm not sure what sort of stuff we'll be doing, but we just wait and see what happens. But for the moment, I'm doing vlogs around towns and cities and things like that there, and that's what I'm enjoying. But I want to explore more of the island, so I do. because there's a lot of beauty in this country and I want to go see it for myself. So that's about it. It's here now, that's me way in. There was actually a storm here at one stage. I'm not sure if this was one that was blew over, but they had cut a lot of trees down. See? As you see. There's a few trees up here that was sort of slanted, and now you get rid of them. There's some of the canal gates here. I'm currently here where the canal used to end, and then you have all of the old factories here and the old shops. So this is where the canal used to end up here, and we'll show you where they have a big square now, and it's like the right hand side of it. It looks like a big boat with two wheels coming out the other side of it. Here's some look at the old buildings here. So it looks like Chernobyl a wee bit. There's abandoned buildings. It's down here now. So as you can see, this is where this is the shape of a boat. These parts right here are meant to be the water coming out the ways. Whenever a boat's going through the water. There's one on that side too. So that's what that looks like. There looks like a big boat.